Well, I thought we had, as a team, played an excellent game. I thought we got, good goaltending when we needed it, and the puck found the back of the net. So we're excited to have an opportunity to play in the ECAC championship. Certainly, we didn't expect to win by that large of a margin. Cornell's been a great team all year, and we feel fortunate to move on and excited about a chance to play a great Union team.
Thanks, Coach. Now we'll open it up to questions. Just raise your hand. We'll get a mic over to you.
Yes, for Alex. Chuck Betson representing the Boston Globe. Alex, how important was it to jump out early on them and get that early lead?
I think it's huge, especially against a team like Cornell, who is great with possession and they don't allow for much play up and down the ice. So I think getting those first 2 goals gave our team a lot of momentum going into the rest of the game, and it was obviously huge.
This is for Coach Brian Sullivan, USCHO. Have you seen your team play as well or as cohesively as they did tonight yet this season?
Sunday against Yale, I thought the puck found the back of the net as well. But I think I would echo what Alex said. I think Cornell is such a great defensive team. I think we, you always hope to get off to a great start, maybe play with a lead and pull them out of a few things that they're excellent at. And I thought defensively we were sound when we needed to be, and didn't spend a lot of time in our zone. Certainly over the years, I've been on the other side a few of those, but it was nice, and I think the McNally goal to start the game was huge to kind of give us a deep breath, and then I thought Alex's first goal was a big time play and really settled us into the game.
Nate Owen with US College Hockey. Coach, you had 2 overtime games against Harvard, and now I think you got 14 goals in your last 2 games. So what's going on there?
I'm not sure I know the answer to that, but I do know probably the players feel the same way. But as coaches, to be able to get a little bit of a stress-free game, and once we got the lead, I think is a lot more comfortable than some of the games we were locked in with Yale last weekend. So this group of kids has worked very hard, and very proud of the way they've carried themselves, win, lose, or tie. And obviously, we've tied a lot earlier in the season, but from the net on out, I think we're playing our best hockey, and we want to keep the season going.
This is for Alex and Marshall. Could you talk about your goaltender tonight? Even though he didn't face a lot of shots, he stopped some tough shots.
Yeah, I think Raf's played great lately. It seems like he's been coming into his own at the end here. I know he was battling with Steve throughout the middle of the year for that starting job, but I think he's really solidified himself as a goalie for this run here, and he's someone that we could really rely on, and that's great to have, especially in tight games and in playoff games like that.
Yeah, obviously I agree with Alex, and I just think even tonight, maybe it didn't look like Raf had to work that hard, but I just I feel like his positioning's been so good lately, even going back to the last 2 games of the Yale series. And he's really made it look easy, and he's making a lot of saves, and he's making the saves when we need him, and that's allowing us to put up scores like tonight.
Rob Moore, Cornell Daily Sun. This one's for Coach. Coach, do you think you got Cornell's best ever tonight?
Well, I think it's not our concern whether we got the best effort. I think sometimes the way the game goes, you're able to use momentum and put a team and take them out of some of the things that they like to do. But I would say I'm very comfortable and confident saying that Cornell is an excellent hockey team. Obviously, we played them. This is the 3rd time, and this is the first time we beat them. So we have a ton of respect for them, and I think if a team jumps out on you early, sometimes they can take you out of what you do best, and I think that was the case tonight. But they're a great hockey team, and I hope hope they get an opportunity to represent our league in the NCAA tournament. you know, they've had a great season, and you know, there's a lot of great hockey players on that team, and you know, I think they're one of the best coached teams in the country year in, year out.
Brian Sullivan again. For the players, can you speak to the just ridiculous productivity your line has had, especially you two guys and Alex Falstrom, you know, over the last 3 games now?
Yeah, I think going back to the first game of the Yale series, I don't think we played as well as we could, and we had a little discussion with coach, and I feel like we kind of got back to the way we've been playing all season. And like for me personally, when you play with guys like Alex and Foley, it's pretty easy. I just have to get to the net because they're such good players that that's where they get the puck, and the puck always seems to end up there. So I think the more that they've been getting, the more that they've stepped up lately, it's been a lot easier for me.
Yeah, just to echo what Marcia said, I think we have great chemistry as a line on and off the ice. I know we're great friends, and I think we really understand our roles on our line, and I think that's why we've been so productive. A guy like Marsh, who knows his strengths, is in front of the net and being that guy to screen the goalie and be strong on pucks, whereas Fowley is a really quick guy and can use his shot. So when we're all playing to our strengths, I think we're a great line, and as you've seen, we've kind of been doing that in the playoffs, and it's shown in our productivity, I guess.
Joe Belashevsky, Inside College Hockey for Marshall. When you get into a game like this and maybe the score gets in one direction, what's it like on the bench? How's momentum and when you're building that lead and turning it over from shift to shift and line to line?
You know, I think you know, we've had this situation now the last 2 games in a row, and you know, we just have to make sure we're never comfortable, and we've really concentrated on that, and always you know, thinking about the next shift and doing the same things that we've been doing all game to get that lead until the final buzzer. Because you know, I think we've seen personally where we've come back on teams from large deficits that the lead's really never safe till the game's over.
All right, for the coach and the 2 players, just to wrap it up, talk about the matchup with the Union. If you could start out, Coach, what about the matchup tomorrow night?
Well, it is kind of interesting that the 2 teams in our league that we hadn't had a winning record against this season were Cornell and Union. So we were able to cross off one of them tonight. But Union's an excellent team, very deep, very dangerous offensively. Grosnick's had an outstanding year. You know, we recognize that we're going to have to be at our best to you know, to have a chance to win tomorrow. So we have a lot of respect for Union. You know, they got some great skating defensemen. They have, you know, some of the league's top forwards. So we'll have our hands full, but I think our guys are excited, and you know, I think we've been very clear that once we entered the playoffs here, we felt we had a chance to win the whole league, and you know, tomorrow night we'll have that opportunity.
I think we know they have great players. They're well coached. We know when we play them, they definitely have an identity. But I think we match up well against them. We've played them twice this year. We know what they bring, and we know what we can bring. I think it's going to be a very different game than we saw tonight. But I think we're ready for that, and we've battled in a lot of tight games over the year. So I think we're ready for them. But we do realize what they can bring to the table.
Yeah, I'll echo Coach and Alex there. I think we know how good of a team they are. You can just look at the players up and down their lineup. They're very deep. But at the same time, I feel like every guy in the locker room feels like we owe them something. You know, losing that game at Fenway wasn't fun for any of us. That was a big game. And I think we'd all like to get a little payback for that. And, you know, it's to go to the NCAA tournament, so it couldn't be any more on the line for us. So we really, I think we're really excited to play in this game, and we understand what we're going to have to do to stay in and win this game.